who competes in the survival trial? This is a question that I don't normally get, on a regular basis. I have people that ask the question when I engage in a conversation about the survival trial, or somebody just very interested in the fact that there are competitions out there like the survival trial. Their main question is who participates, who does this, and their first assumption is that it's mostly military or law enforcement. And while this may be true, that's really has not been the majority of our competitors. Granted, we've had quite a few veterans that come through that now have moved on from their military careers and transitioned into something different in the what we call the civilian world. But the reality is we get a lot of people that are just very interested in finding out how far they can really go and what they would really do in these situations. And that's something that we really focus on throughout the survival trial, from the train-ups beginning before the survival trial starts that week prior. We do train-ups. We do train-ups on the sidearm and on the semi-automatic rifle. And we give classes on range estimation and first aid and orienteering, because that's a big part of the survival trial. But overall, we try to focus on the relevancy, why you come to compete in a competition like this. Because there is a winner. There is a first survivor, as we call it, but there's prizes for this, But that's ultimately not why most people compete. Most people are looking to find out more about themselves, myself included. I learned something different and something very good after every survival trial. I learned something about myself, because as the event organizer, I'm awake for, on average, about 42 hours with the survival trial, from preparation, not counting all the setup and then the takedown time on the other end. Not to say that that's any easier than actually competing or any harder than competing in the survival trial arena, because that's not the case at all. But I do learn, though, that I learn things about myself. I learn to never underestimate any person or situation where we may think that this is no problem to get from where my position is right now to this next point. That'll be a pretty simple movement, but then it turns out to be extremely hard, or the weather comes in and dumps rain, and then all of a sudden our feet are soaked, and then we're trudging through this real gumbo mud and sliding back, as we're going up and down. So I've learned not to take things for granted, and also to, for the most part, try to remain as humble as possible, because if not, you will be humbled. Something else will humble you. So when we're talking about this wide view of the competitors that come in, they are coming for the same reasons that I do this. To learn more about themselves. And if you are watching this and you're interested in this, that's ultimately why you're here. Why you're researching what this is. Because you want to know who you are, first of all. Who you really are. And we don't learn that without hardship, and that's the truth. And then you want to find out what you can really do. How far you can truly go. And we want to give you those opportunities, these learning points with the survival trial. That is my goal. My goal is to make you better. So competitors, good luck with your training. And for those of you who are interested now and thinking about competing, I hope to see you in the survival trial arena. I'm John Weiler. Good luck with your training.